All right, Mike McGroarty here from Mike'sBackyardNursery.com. I want to give you a real quick lesson on pruning and removing larger branches from trees, because sometimes people get this wrong and they end up creating a problem with the tree that they could have prevented. First of all, I want to show you, this is a pruning saw. You can see the arc on this thing. Pruning saws have a really aggressive tooth pattern, so they cut very quickly. But when you're cutting a branch like this, and a lot of times you might be in your yard and you might be cutting a larger branch, and there's a lot of weight out on this end of the branch. So when you cut it off, you don't want this branch to come down, and then as it comes down, say in other words, if you're cutting up here like this, and of course when you remove a branch like this, you always want to cut close. You don't want to leave a stub. Cut as close as you can get without doing a lot of damage to the tree. But if you cut just like this, the weight of that branch is going to bring this thing down, and then as your cut gets almost through, it's going to pull down, and then it's going to strip the bark all the way down the tree. This is how you prevent that. You take your saw and you make a cut on the underside like this, maybe 25% of the way through, and then you come up here and you cut like this, and you end up with a very clean wound. And when you make that undercut this way, the branch can't pull down and strip the bark away, so the tree will heal up. Now there's a lot of different schools of thought on when you're pruning trees. You know, some people say you got to seal every wound that's bigger than a dime. Some people seal every wound. There's been a lot of studies done on that, and you know, some of the experts now claim that sealing up a wound really doesn't do any good at all. But if it makes you feel better, if it's bigger than a dime, get some, it's called tree coat or tree sealer. You can get it at any good full-service garden center and just paint it on there. But basically, just a little tip on pruning and how to remove a branch without doing damage to your tree that you did not anticipate. Thanks a lot. Mike McGroarty from Mike'sBackyardNursery.com.